What's up, y'all? It's your man ES the Hermit Star back again with another video. My high risers, my rising side, Aquarius. How's it going? I am doing a reading for you this Pisces lunar eclipse. It don't matter if you got Pisces in your sign in your chart or not. You were chosen. So, I'm doing a lunar eclipse reading for you, what you should be paying attention to at this time. Before we get into that, I do have some notes pretty much on what the Pisces lunar eclipse is, specific themes. First theme is emotional release. So being open about how you feel, not repressing those emotions. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to be happy, don't matter how many negative Nancy's are in your life, be happy. If you want to be mad, be mad. Express those emotions, okay? The second theme, spiritual awakening. So at this time, you might find yourself being more so in tune with spirituality, or you are going to come to a realization spiritual wise. I know as of lately, not even just during a lunar eclipse, but lately it's just a lot of people have been walking away from churches or just organized religion in general. And I don't hate that decision at all. I'll get into my thoughts on that probably in a future video or so. But as far as just what's happening now, again, that's one of the second themes of this Pisces lunar eclipse. Third, intuition and dreams. So paying attention to your intuition, trusting your intuition, and paying attention actually to your dreams, because it could lead to some valuable insights on what's going on in your life right now. All right. Healing and compassion. This is the time for focus on self-care, healing. So again, being open about your emotions. That's one way of jump starting your healing process, and extending compassion to others as well, on their journey. And last, we have surrender. So pretty much letting go of the flow of life, letting go of control. All right. Now, I'm not saying don't partake in your responsibilities. I'm not saying don't do anything. Wake up tomorrow on the eclipse, because I'm recording this the day before. But once these goes out, these are going out on the 17th. But don't wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I got work, I'm not going to do anything, But what I'm saying is, if there are certain aspects of your life, certain things going on, and that you feel as though you are trying to take control of, I believe that you should just let life take its course during this moment, because you're probably just going to make things worse for yourself if you try to control things, that is pretty much not in your control during this time. So those are the themes of the Pisces lunar eclipse. Now let's get into your reading, your general read. Aquarius. Again, if you have Aquarius in your sun, moon, or if you're an Aquarius high riser like myself, and you can't shuffle cards, but if you have it anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, rising, this is for you. If you want a private reading, you are able to book one with me. You do so by sending me an email. That is your way of booking a private reading with me. I will never email you first. I will never reach out to you anywhere asking you if you would like a personal reading or some other service. If there is somebody pretending to be me doing so, they are a liar, a scammer. So be mindful of that. At least 2 more cards, universe. I said 2. They want to give you a stack. Okay, let's see if this gonna fit. I don't know. Universe got something to say to you, Aquarius. Yeah, this ain't gonna fit. So this is what we gonna do, because they already out. We gonna flip these over, right? But we not even gonna read these until after we read the 3 that's in my hand. You have 8, 9, 10, 11 cards total. All right, I usually don't do that much, or at least not for these generals. Again, all right, so all the ones on this little thing over here, like this little table, whatever. I'm pressed for time too, but we gonna let it. Oh, I gotta flip this up. We gonna do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So these 3 cards here we have. Let's flip them over one by one. All right. Oh, and I gotta cover this card. I'm glad I flipped it over before I picked it up. We have the Lovers in reverse. Alright, that's one card, one of the 3 that's in my hand, or that's not on this little table here. But it just seemed as though there is, if you are having relationship. Oh my God, did I forget? I'm doing a bad job at covering. Hopefully YouTube didn't see that little PP, but hopefully you're probably doing a bad job in your relationship right now. I'm not going. If you're with somebody, if you're in a relationship, Aquarius. There's some one-sidedness going on. It seems like you're being unfair. And I'm saying you because I'm reading for you, Aquarius, your side. Maybe your partner is an Aquarius as well, and maybe this applies to them. But if that is not the case, this is for you. As I stated before, when I read for your... And I'm going to put this card down because I think I'm in trouble. I'm going to put it back in the deck. Alright. No, actually, I'm going to just leave it right here. Alright. Reverse. Okay, that's how it showed up. But there's one-sidedness going on, and that ain't fair, Aquarius. Like, I love you. Y'all my high risers, but let's be fair in our relationships. If your partner, if you're in a partnership with somebody, you know, romantic, I'm saying romantic because it's the Lover's card. But if you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, be fair to them. It's only fair. Like, it's you two in this relationship. You know, it's not cool to not be fair. All right. So let's not do that. High rises, y'all better than that. You do have the 9 of Pentacles as one of the other cards as well. So financial freedom, leisure, luxury as well. This is going to be quite the bipolar reading right now. I'm looking at these other cards on this little table here. But so far, so good as far as this goes in your life. And there's a possibility, well, now that I'm looking right now, there might be a possibility that you can risk losing this. And I'm not saying that the lover you're being unfair to is going to take this. I will see what the reading says, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I just think that the way that you're treating your lover is dictating how you're just treating others in general, just life or whatever the case is. You're probably moving around like you hot shit and you're better than people. And eventually it's going to cause some losses in your life. So if you don't want to lose this, and you certainly don't, and if you don't want to lose your lover, I would start with treating them better. And then you're going to find yourself treating other people better. Because for some reason, you're probably in this energy of, I'm better than people. And don't know where it came from, to be honest with you. I don't know if your last reading had anything to do with it. You was feeling so big-headed about it. Don't blame me. You know, I just read the cards. At the end of the day, it's how you respond to it. But yeah, just be mindful that, yeah, this is here. But like, you can lose it. And you can lose your lover if you're being an asshole to them. Straight up. Alright? Because you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Alright? This is showing up. And this is not someone who, when it's in this position, this is someone creating fond memories and like innocence and just familiarity. Just loving, nice, compassionate feelings for a friend, a lover possibly. But it came up like this. So it seems as though like, it is like, I don't know what's the reason. This is about idealizing the past. Is there something about your lover that is bringing up like past negative emotions? Did they do something in the past? Is it a situation where they cheated and you stuck with them, but now you can't trust them and now you're treating them like shit? And although they're probably not cheating now, they've learned their lesson, they made a dumb mistake, you still can't let go of that past. And you're still mad at them. And you said you forgave them, but you never truly forgave them. Is that the case, Aquarius? That's just coming to mind as a possibility as to why you're treating your lover the way that you are. All I can say to you is, if that is the case, you chose to stay with them after they cheated. Now, granted, like I said, it could be a situation where they're not cheating now. They actually have changed from who they were back then. But you clearly still haven't forgiven them if you're still treating them like shit, if you still don't trust them, if you're still looking in the past again, and seems as though you're being upset with them for something they did 8 years ago or so, or however long ago it was where they messed up or whatever, if that is the case. If it's applicable, by the way, I feel the need to say that, even though I don't feel like I should have to, but I'll say it anyway if it's applicable. If it ain't got nothing to do with you and your relationship, if you're not even with somebody, then you know the reading is probably not for you, or again, this isn't necessarily the energy, this part at least isn't the energy that is applicable to you. But if you are in a relationship and it happens to be a situation where your partner didn't mess up in the past, whether it was cheat or they did something, and you stuck with them, so in your mind you're saying, oh, I forgave them, but you really truly haven't. And as I was mentioning earlier when I talked about the themes of this lunar eclipse, Pisces lunar eclipse, is releasing those emotions. And part of that releasing for you, it's looking like, if there's a situation to where you truly haven't forgiven your partner for what they did in the past, you must admit to that. You must admit that you're still angry, you're still sad, you're still having these negative emotions. Release those emotions. Now, again, I'm not going to say ding, 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 but nah, like, I'm not going to say that that's going to save your relationship. I don't know. Just like how you have to surrender at this moment in time, I have to do so. And by the way, I am doing a Virgo reading after this as well. So it's not like whatever messages I get is not going to be applicable to me. Even if Virgo didn't get chose this today, the lunar eclipse still affects me personally. But nonetheless, for you, Aquarius, whatever situation it is in the past. Now, I'm single, so, and like I said, I'm on an Aquarius rising. So this doesn't necessarily apply to me as far as a relationship where, I was with someone, they did me wrong, and I stuck with them, and I said I forgave them, but I really didn't forgive them. Have I done that before? Yes. So that's how I know. But when I was doing that, I was doing exactly what the Lover's card in reverse was. Treat my partner like shit. Because I truly didn't forgive them, although I said I did. So as far as, like, I'm speaking from someone who's been there. I know that. I know that emotion that you might be feeling right now, if it's applicable to you. But again, this is the time, any time, but this time specifically is a time for you to be honest about how you truly feel and say, okay, I'm really not over what you did 2 years ago or so. I'm really not over it, even though I said I was. I really don't actually forgive you. Just be real about it. Be real about how it is, how you truly feel. Alright. Because Nine of Swords, hopeless, suffering, isolation. This situation here, if I'm speaking to somebody, all right, because I kind of feel like I'm speaking to somebody specific. I know this is for all Aquariuses. But I don't believe this is a message that every single Aquarius that's going to watch this, again, Sun, Moon, or Rising, is going to relate to this. Like I said, I'm a Rising. Don't relate to this at all. Right now. In the past, yeah. Right now, though, I don't relate to this only because, one, I'm not in a relationship. And yeah, that's the only reason. It's got nothing to do with I don't want the energy. It has everything to do with logically I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not applying this message to myself. I didn't cheat on myself and not forgive myself even though I lied to my no. This is the Lover's card we're talking about. The beginning of the reading was the Lover's card. This ain't the Lover's card. This is Nine of Swords. So again, hopelessness, suffering, isolation. This thing that your lover has done in the past, well, the thing that they did is got you feeling the negative feelings that you are feeling. But it's you that's keeping you up at night. It's you that's keeping you up at night. Again, not being honest with your emotions and how you truly feel about the situation. You're the one keeping yourself up at night. It's not what they did in the past. And especially, again, if they haven't done it ever again. You took them back or you stayed with them and they vowed to not do it again. And so far, so good because they haven't done it since the last time they did it. You know? So, am I saying you forgive them? That's your choice. That's not my choice. What I'm saying is, if you're continuing to blame them for your sleepless nights, for your nightmares, for your suffering, and you're continuing to blame them for how you're treating them, that's not how you go about doing it. Because at the end of the day, again, you're the one who decided to take them back. You're the one who decided not to be real about your feelings. Your feelings here from these cards, the fours I just showed you right now. All right, the four I just showed you right now is saying that you haven't truly forgiven your partner for what they did. Now, you do have the Knight of Cups, charm, romance, tact. So, maybe this is a situation to where, you know, if it is regarding your current love situation, you're probably going to lighten up a bit. Because when I think of charm, I think of more so of a lighter emotion, definitely lighter than the stuff that was stated before. You know, aside from the Nine of Pentacles, that's very light, that's very positive, of course. But again, you know, you get money, but that money is clearly not making you feel good. But it seems as though a change of attitude, which is pretty much what I was hitting at, you know, in a sense. You know, other than letting go, releasing your emotions, but you're having a change of attitude. Possibly with your romantic partner, your romantic life in general. And that's going to upstart something good because next you have the... No, actually, it's not in reverse. It seemed as though... I get it. So, as I was stating before, the Nine of Pentacles, like you're happy when you're getting money, but when you go back home, maybe you're happy when you're at work, you're doing the thing that brings you joy, and you're getting success for it. Had this shown up in reverse, this would have been you actually letting go of the mental constraints that you are putting yourself in. By the way, again, I have to remind you, Aquarius, love you, but you're the one putting yourself in these mental constraints. It showed up like this. This is self-victimizing, imprisonment. This is also fear of inadequacy as well. I don't think it's fear of inadequacy when it comes to work. I believe it could be, again, if this is relating to you in a relationship, this relationship I've been describing thus far in this reading. Your partner may have done something in the past. Again, it could be cheating. They could have cheated in the past, and now not only have you not really forgiven them for what they did, but now you're somewhat insecure in the sense that you think You saw the person that your partner cheated with, or, you know, whatever. You think that you will never live up to that person that they cheated with again years ago. But it's self-imposed. It's self-imposed. This is self-imposed victimization. This is self-imposed imprisonment. This isn't somebody putting you in this position. It's you putting yourself in that position. Your partner, once again, I don't know them. And I don't know you. I don't know your situation. But from what I am getting here with these cards, it seems as though your partner did something that was really messed up. Granted, they did. I'm not going to try to make it seem as though they didn't do anything that wasn't messed up. They did something that was truly messed up. And unfortunately, it truly messed up your emotions and how you might view yourself. But if they haven't done it since the time they did it, once again, Aquarius, don't know them. But I think that one can say they've reformed. They've truly learned their lesson. They're not going to do this thing. They realized that they could have lost you and they didn't lose you. They realize such a gem that you are. And they're like, I'm not going to do anything to mess this up ever again. And it seems as though they've been following that. You have to let go of that past. Whoever this person they cheated on you with, if that was the case, they're not you. And when I say they're not you, I mean they're not the one that your partner is with. They're not you. They're not the one who is worth changing for. It was a one-time situation, or if they were with that person while they're with you, but they're no longer with that person, clearly you were the better choice to your partner, or else they wouldn't be with you. You'd be in the single Aquarius like me, but nah, you know. But like, no, like you wouldn't be with your partner had they not chose you. Because granted, listen, we always like to think about. Talk about how when a cheater is still with the person they cheated on with, we always think about the aspect of the person taking the cheater back or not leaving the cheater. But we never think about, well, it's still two to tango in that situation. You can cheat on somebody and then leave the person you was with the other person, or just leave the person altogether and say, nah, I don't want either of you. But I certainly don't want to be with you. That's not what your partner did, though. Your partner may have cheated. Again, if it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, don't force it to apply at all. All right? And if you're single, it damn sure doesn't apply, so don't even try. Don't even try. Don't be one of them weirdos. You know what I'm saying? But like, Aquarius, if it seems as though your partner chose you because they knew you were the better choice. And if I know you, I don't know you, but I'm going to say you are the better choice, because Aquarius is, I have a bias. I love y'all. But like, y'all are the better choice. I ain't going front. Y'all are the better choice. Now, compared to me, nah. Let me not. But no, they chose you. You're the better choice, obviously. In all seriousness, you're the better choice. So you need to stop thinking, well, what if I'm not good enough for him or her or them or whatever, right? What if I'm not good enough? You are good enough. They chose to stay with you. Yeah, they did that messed up thing years ago, some time ago, but they still chose to stay with you. They chose to change for you. If that doesn't, and I'm not trying to inflate your ego, but if someone chooses to change for you, that should tell you that at the very least, you're somebody worth a damn. And again, not to inflate your ego, but if someone changes a behavior to keep you in their life, because it's hard to change a behavior. Whether you're changing the behavior from a cheater to a liar to someone who doesn't open up to now you're opening it up. Whatever the behavior is, it can be something major or something non-major, depending on what it is. Whatever the behavior is, if someone changes their behavior because of you, because they want to keep you in their life, again, not to be big-headed, not to make you feel big-headed, but that's sort of a flex. That tells me you're worth the work someone has to put into to make the changes happen in order for them to keep you in their life. That's a flex to me. So you need to let go of this insecurity that you have, essentially. This fear of inadequacy. Let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Next, you have the Magician. Creation, resourcefulness, determination. So, and again, I feel as though a lot of this stuff here, you can apply this to your relationship life, but I feel as though the reason as to why you're getting this and why you are the Knight of Cups here is because you put in the work. You are a magician at what you do, whatever that thing is. But what you know well, where else you can apply this magic? In your own personal relationship. With your partner, and most importantly, with yourself. So you can get out of this energy here. So apply that magic to yourself and your relationship and see it grow just as abundantly as your romantic relationship. All right. Ace of Pentacles, though. You know, and this is where I was saying that you could possibly lose this. This is misery, risky investments, missed opportunities. Again, if you are going to continue to treat like this last row that I see, that it starts off the last row, by the way. 3 more cards after this. But it just seems as though you are, if you're in the sense of treating you're mad at your partner, so you're going to be mad at the world, is what I was trying to say earlier, right? By you treating everybody like shit because you're mad at your partner. It's a risky move, mate. It's a risky move. It's a risky move. You're going to lose all that money, all the pentacles, all the opportunities you done created with yourself with your magic because you don't want to let go of the pain. You don't want to be honest, at least. Let me put it that way. You don't want to be honest about you not forgiving your partner. And if I made it seem as though I was trying to convince you to stay with them and forgive them, like I said, it's your choice. I want you to be honest with your feelings at the end of the day. That's the true message I want you to do here, because all of this is the cause of you not being real with how you feel. Your partner messed up. You took them back or you stayed with them. So on the outside, it may appear that you've forgiven them. But from this energy here, the universe is saying, Spirit is saying, nah, Aquarius hasn't really forgiven their partner. And all of this is happening, and you're letting that fester up. And now you're mad at the world for essentially you hurting yourself. Again, what your partner, not excusing what your partner did, but you decide to stay with them. You decided to take them back if you did leave them in the past. It's your choice to forgive, but it's also your choice to admit to the emotions that seem to be truly here. The emotions that you haven't forgiven this person for whatever they did. You have the 5 of Cups. Now, this is a good sign of finding closure. It does seem as though that, and this is also self-forgiveness as well. So it does seem as though that stern talking I just had with you is going through. But no, it does seem as though eventually you will try to get out of this situation, this self-imprisonment. You know, you will try to, like I said, use that magic on yourself. And That, like I said, that's the most important aspect of it. Like, you really need to try to use that magic on yourself. And this seems as though, sure, it might look lonely. It's gonna be lonely. You might, and again, I'm not telling you what to do, but you might end up saying, you know what, I truly haven't forgiven them, and because of that, I'm alone now. You know what I'm saying? Call me Aquarius, but nah, let me not. You just got out of a relationship. I'm gonna let you cook for a little bit before we get together. I'm just joking, but hey, call me. But anyways, next you do have the devil card. I'm trying to cover the naked body. I do a better job. Hopefully I did a better job than let me not snitch on myself. YouTube gonna find out. Anyways, having this after the Five of Cups in reverse is not a good sign to me. Because this is somewhat of a self-reflection and mode, but then you think that going into hedonism essentially is going to help you forget that relationship you either just left, or this could be honestly you cheating back on your partner who cheated years ago, still, and probably isn't cheating now, and you think the only way you can truly get over now is, and I told you this is a bipolar ass reading, because if I didn't say that at the beginning, let me say it now again. This is a bipolar ass reading, because it just seemed as though like the moments you're happy have to do with what makes you money. But then when you get out of that and you go back to your home, essentially, you're not happy, because you are constantly reminded of when your partner cheated or whatever thing they did that got you messed up. And now you feel as though to get back at them, to get those emotions out the way, you now have to do what they did. Give them a taste of, their own medicine per se, right? Because you're blaming them essentially for how you feel, when again, I'm going to continue to remind you, you are the one who decided to stay with them. You are the one who decided to take them back if you did leave them before. So once again, and I'm going to have to go soon, but I really wanted you to get this message out. Once again, you decided that. It is not your partner at this point. It is nobody at this point. It's you, Aquarius. You want to cheat back? I'm not... Personally speaking, that's messed up. But if you want to cheat back, you want to do them dirty or whatever, that's on you. But this is your last card. Three of Cups, reverse. Overindulging. This is solitude, but not like, let me go within myself. It's not like the hermit type of solitude. This is solitude like you done messed up and now you're alone. You probably cheated on your think about it or whatever. It's a situation of cheating back, and your partner decides they're going to leave you instead of you staying with you or taking you back like you may have done with them. You can't control how the people respond. You can cheat back all you want. That don't mean they're going to do the same thing you did because you decided to stay with them. You can do them dirty the way that they did you dirty years ago or whatever time ago it was. That don't mean they're going to respond the same way you did by, again, staying with them. They're going to do what they feel as though is best for them. You made the decision, whether you like it or not now. You made the decision you felt was best for you. And what you felt was best was to stay with the person who initially broke your heart. So, Aquarius. Ooh. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. You know I love you. But before we get together, but no, seriously, I'm praying for you, but you got some things you gotta work on. You got a lot of things you gotta work on, but I really want you to working this magician energy. I really want you to do this to fix your emotions. Not just use this to continue to bring in some more pentacles, coins, money for you. I mean, get your money. I'm glad at least something here in this reading is working. You're getting your money. That's great, but we've seen far too many times money doesn't truly bring in happiness, especially if you are with somebody that has hurt you. And yeah, sure, you're getting money, but then you go home from your job or however you make your money, you go home, or they come home if you work from home, and you're constantly reminded of that one thing that you're unhappy about. No amount of money is going to change that. This reading is proof that no amount of money that you're getting fixed the craziness that's happening. In fact, you are also at risk at losing that money because you're Mr. or Mrs. angry at the world, so you risk losing all of this. You mess up some work relationships or some business relationships because you mad at your partner for what they did X amount of years ago, because you haven't forgiven them, even though you're telling yourself you have, even though you told the world you have, but continue to be with them. That is on you, Aquarius. That is not on your partner. That is not on your business partner, your boss, your co-workers, your whoever you making money with, whoever you making money for. It's not on your job. It's not on the customers if you're dealing with customer service of any kind. It's not on whoever you're serving for your job. It's on you. It's on you. So, I hope you get it together. I hope the next time I see you, you in a better space, both mentally, physically, spiritually, all that stuff. Just understand, your actions are your actions. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I have my opinion on things, of course, but that's all that it is. It's just an opinion. It's not going to be guidance. None of that. If you do want a personal reading, you are able to do so. You email me. Just remember that I would never email you. I would never message you anywhere on social media offering any of these services. So if there is someone claiming to be me, offering services, readings, whatever the case is, it's fake. All right? Man. Like I said, I'm going to be praying for you, Aquarius. Real talk. All right? Until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Y'all take care.